Well, I had that name actually right at the outset, the name of the album, Flying Colors. Before I even put down the first word, I knew I was going to call the album that. Yeah, I mean, just in going into the album and the process, like I felt like success and failure would be two concepts I'd be exploring throughout the whole thing. I just felt like that would give me a lot of room to go in a lot of different directions, but at the same time, there'd be this thread throughout the whole thing. And so, yeah, so I kind of knew that going in, and that was giving me a lot of inspiration and a lot of ideas for songs and lyrics. And then at some point, I think I stumbled on the idea that we're all doing well in the grand scheme, you know what I mean? Because I think the concepts of like success and failure, like when we think about them on a personal level, we're always trying to do the accounting and like figure out how we're doing, right? And I stumbled on that idea. I really like that idea that in some ultimate sense, surprisingly to us, because we're all very self-critical, we're all doing very well. And I liked having that, so Flying Colors as in to pass with flying colors. On my playlist right now, we'll limit it to 5. Got Yeezus, still there. Drake is still there. That Pusha T song where he impersonates Mace is there. Kings of Convenience, when I need something more mellow. And it's a band called St. Lucia that I've been listening to. Young Shad at his first concert. Actually, I just referenced the Far Side, but I remember seeing the Far Side in my hometown. Because in London, Ontario, we didn't get a lot of concerts, you know what I mean, of note. You would get in the park in the summer, you know, Kim Mitchell and, you know, maybe the Tea Party opening or something like that. The Nylons, something like that, right? So I definitely saw that, but I think the first that I deliberately like went to, you know, with a friend, bought a ticket, went into a music venue, was probably the Far Side in high school. Probably something like Joe Public, Live and Learn.
Oh, I'm sorry, you just took it right back. Wow, you got to live.
Exactly.
Sorry.
That's probably the first thing I ever bought, a cassette single, you know what I mean? Joe Public, Live and Learn, or something like that. Maybe like a Dance Mix 92. No, I think I was buying music before then. I think I was buying music when I was maybe 7 years old. Yeah, I mean, I go back to all those tracks that I used to listen to and figure out which ones are legitimate and which ones are now in the guilty pleasure category. There's at least half of the Milli Vanilli album is in the guilty pleasures category. The other half is pretty good still. It holds up. Girl, You Know It's True holds up. Yeah.